guys, it's been a long time since I've done one of these. I think about 3 months, so let's see if I can remember how to even start it. Hello, I'm Michelle, and this is the Miss Strawberry Makes podcast, episode 17. You can find me on Instagram as Miss Strawberry Short Girl, on Ravelry as Miss Michelle Bell. There's a Ravelry group for this podcast called the Strawberry Patch. Come and join. And you can find the show notes for this podcast on my blog, missstrawberrymakes.blogspot.com. Okay, I think I got all that covered. Yeah, so like I was saying, I think it's been about 3 months since I last made a podcast, and a few of you have asked me where I was and if I was going to be still doing the podcast, so apparently yes, I'm trying to do another one here. So, let's see. Since we spoke last, I forgot to say, this is a crafty podcast about knitting, crocheting, sewing, and any other crafty shenanigans that I get up to. Yeah. I think that's all the intro stuff. I think. If I missed something, I'm sorry. I'm rusty. Okay, so anyway. It has been a long time again since I podcasted. Last time we spoke, I had just started a new job at a nursing home in the activities department, and actually I, since then, have already started a different job. So I'm not at the nursing home anymore, which I was sad to leave, but I got a better job actually. So I mean, I'm thankful the Lord blessed me with this new job. It's different. It's, I still get to, like, help people and minister to them, but it's over the phone and email instead of, like, in person and hands-on like the nursing home was. So, I mean, I'm working for a ministry, so that's great that I still get to feel like I'm, you know, helping people and serving the Lord, but, it's just not quite so hands-on, which is different, but it's good too. So, I'm thankful. Anyway, yeah, so I had my 1 year podcasting anniversary was like November 7th or 8th, and I totally like missed that. I meant to do something fun with that, and it just didn't happen, just due to like the uproar of switching jobs and stuff. My life has just been kind of in flux lately, so it's finally calming back down, getting into a new normal, which is great because I like normalcy and calm. I need that in my life. So, yeah. So, didn't do a giveaway or anything. I apologize. Hopefully maybe I can get one organized some here soon just for the fun of it, just because giveaways are like the best. So, anyway. Yeah, so Christmas happened. I had a really good Christmas. Really enjoyed it. It was different than years past, but still really good. It did not snow, sadly. That's okay though, because we were able to get to all the functions that we needed to get to, and the snow didn't hinder us in any way. But, yeah, so it's snowy out right now. We got like a full foot of snow yesterday. It's beautiful. But, yeah, so anyway. Snow. I like snow. I can, if I didn't put it in at the beginning, I'll insert some footage of the snow, for you guys to see the beauty that is the winter wonderland outside. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just crack on with, some finished objects. I think you can see them hanging here. This pink dress is my Christmas dress that I made for our work Christmas party, actually. Let me grab it to show you. It's velour at the top and tulle and whatever this kind of fabric is called at the bottom. Forget what it's called. It's not organza, is it? I don't know. But anyway, like the underskirt. Satin. Is it satin? I don't know. Don't quote me. But anyway, this was my first time working with velour, and I was super nervous about it. Actually, when I ordered this, I got all these fabrics from Joann Fabrics. And I thought it was actual velvet when I was getting it, which is like non-stretchy velvet. But so when I went to pick it up, it was actually velour. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so intimidated by knit fabrics. Just because they stretch and they can look all wonky and bleh whenever you're working with them. So I was so intimidated. But it ended up working out really well. One of my friends from church and I were discussing like what to do as far as the neckline and stuff. Because I was like, oh, it could be really a booger, and I didn't want to line it because that would hinder the stretchiness of the velour, which is what you want if you're using velour. So I did a stand collar to kind of go, I was going for like a 60s look, so that really went well. It was my friend Renee's idea, and it worked out great. So thankful that she had that idea, because it turned out just the way I wanted. And let's see, as far as patterns go, I did kind of a mix of different patterns that I have. The bodice was McCall's 2575 that I normally make for my cotton dresses. That one I just finished is this pattern. Yeah. And then the sleeves were from this 60s pattern 7300, which I use this pattern a lot, but I've never actually used the sleeves out of it. And I cut them to elbow length, though. They're these sleeves. So they're just like ever so slightly gathered at the top, which was just like the perfect amount, and still had that like 60s look where they were like fitted, but just like slightly gathered up here. And then the elbow length is just like my favorite length of sleeve. I don't know why. It's just so comfy. And then the stand collar I had in Simplicity 2444. Yeah. Which is just a rectangle, but still it was nice to have the actual pattern piece as a pattern. So, rather than just trying to wing it. So, and then the skirt is just, that needs to come out of there. The tulle is 3 widths of tulle just gathered on, cut, I think 24 inches long, because I'm short. And then the underneath is 2 widths of the fabric. And it was like 60 inches wide, I think, so pretty nice full skirt. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with it. And I put a little bow on the front, and it keeps drooping and wilting and being sad, but it's still there. I threatened to cut it off, but so far it's still on there. So yeah, really happy with how that turned out. Felt really like 60s and Christmassy and fun in that. So it was fun to wear. Felt like a ballerina. So that is that one. And then also, you can see I finished this dinosaur dress. Let me show you that. I just finished this today, actually, because we were snowed in yesterday, so I cut it out and got it most of the way sewed, and then today I just attached the skirt, did the zipper and the hem, and so now it is good to go. Lined it with some turquoisey fabric I had on hand, and did 2 pockets in this one for fun. I've been really into pockets in my dresses lately. Started when I was working at the nursing home, because it was a good place to stick my notebook and pen for writing who participated in the activities for charting later on. So anyway, this dinosaur fabric, I got this from Joann Fabrics also. I just thought it was fun, and I was like, my nephews are gonna love this. If I have a dinosaur dress, they'll just think that's so funny. So, and I thought this will actually be really cute for Valentine's time, because it's got little hearts all over it. So, yep, just another simple cottony dress. I love this style of dress. And again, that was the McCall's 2575, and the skirt is just a simple drindle skirt just gathered on 2 widths of fabric. So there's that. Okay, as far as the dinosaurs go, I had this idea I saw an ad on Instagram for ModCloth, and it was like dinosaur jewelry, and it was so cute, and I was like, I can make that, because what it looked like was the little plasticky, cheap toy dinosaurs, and they just like drilled holes in them and put the little jewelry making stuff through it and made like a charm necklace out of it, out of those little tiny plastic dinosaurs. It was so cute. So I kind of want to do that to go with this dress. So that's just a thought. Anyway, so take a sip of coffee. Yeah. Okay, next, let me see here. For my only other finished object is my Peter socks from the Miss Potter Sock Club by Kay Jones of Bakery Bears. So it's the second pair of socks out of 3 in the sock club. Actually, I'm wearing them because I just finished them this morning also, and I love the instant gratification of being able to wear something that you just made. So I have them on. But here are my Peter socks. So, inspired by Peter Rabbit, of course. The yarn I used is Clark & L, and it was the April Yarn Club. And I actually won this yarn in a giveaway. If you remember, I won this yarn, and then she also sent me an extra yarn to give away to you guys. So one of you lucky viewers won that beautiful yarn. So yeah, but this one was called the April Yarn Club, and she had actually been inspired by a picture of like a pretty bird feather that was like brown with little bits of that teal, turquoisey, aqua color going on. So, but anyway, I thought they would be perfect for my Peter Rabbit socks because they're mostly brown and rabbity colored, and then the little pops of the turquoisey blue made me think of Peter's jacket, although his jacket's more like regular blue, but still, the mix of brown and blue made me think of Peter Rabbit. Excuse me. So, yeah, happy with those, and they fit pretty well, too. So, okay, that was graceful. Yeah, okay, what do I have next? Sorry, I feel like I'm really, like, firing through these, but I don't want this to be too long because I have a short attention span. And, yeah, so works in progress. Good question. I actually have no projects that I'm currently working on. I have unfinished objects, but not works in progress right now. These socks were the only thing I was actively working on at the time. And that dress. But it was a very fast object. Anyway. So, I have not had as much time to make. I mean, I just haven't had as much time. So, yeah, the green cardigan, if you remember that from the last episode, I think I was working on it then. That is in the UFO pile. I got to the sleeves, and I just stalled out on it, and I can't see it going anywhere right now. I don't know if I just got over it, or something must have happened with it to discourage me and make me tired of it. Can't remember what it was right now. So yeah, I'm not working on that right now. Maybe I'll pick it up again later. And then my Christmas dress with that Moda Swell Christmas poinsettia fabric is all cut out, and the darts are all marked, and it just didn't get sewn. And at this point, I'm not going to sew it until closer to Christmas because, like I said, I like that instant gratification of being able to wear something as soon as it's done. And I'm not going to wear a poinsettia fabric, you know, in January here. Or, you know, anytime until, like, November. So I'm just going to put those pieces away and sew them at the end of the year. So, a couple of fails there, but that's okay. That's real life. So, yeah. Okay, so upcoming projects I do have. Let me show you those. So, upcoming projects. The third installment of the Miss Potter Sock Club is Thomasina, which is Mrs. Tittlemouse. The Tale of Mrs. Tittlemouse. Hopefully you can see that. And my plan for that is to use this beautiful yarn from Wild Rose Yarn. Isn't that lovely? It's called Lemon Berry Sorbet, and I've got this mini from her also. That was like a surprise mini. I love surprises. So that is going to be the heels and toes. So I think that will be fun. But this, if you're familiar with the story of Mrs. Tittlemouse, her house is infested by bumblebees, and they make quite a mess of the place, and she's a tidy, particular little mouse, so it, like, really throws her for a loop. But anyway, so, I thought the pinks and purples are very Thomasina Tittlemouse, and then the yellow makes me think of the bumblebees, so I think that would be a fun color yarn to use for that. So I'm excited about this project. Even though I almost don't even want to wind this into a ball because it's just so pretty as a hank of yarn. So pretty and so soft. I love it. So yeah, this is 75% merino, 25% nylon, sock weight, wonderfulness, and it will be in my little Peter Rabbit and Benjamin Bunny bag that my friend Jackie made me for our Beatrix Potter swap. So there's that. Also, okay, that's actually my only, like, real plan at this point. I'm just not able to have a lot of things going at one time right now, so that's my only firm plan. I have some materials for upcoming projects that I will now show you in my looky what I got section. Also from Wild Rose Yarn, actually this was my first purchase from Michelle of Wild Rose Yarn, is the set of minis. And this is her Indian Summer, woo, I almost dropped it. This is her Indian Summer set, and they are just so beautiful. Can you see how gorgeous these are? I love, like, the aqua. Look at, like, the speckles on that one. Is that not the best thing ever? Anyway, so this is the first set I got from her, and I got this probably, like, you know, it might have been like November when I got these, actually. So I've had these ones for quite a while, and they just have a prominent place on my messy yarn shelves. They need tidied, because I just enjoy looking at them. And then, so with Christmas money, I bought the lemon berry one I just showed you, that mini I just showed you, as well as these two minis, which were also surprises, and they're so fun. I love them. And they each have a little charm, a little stitch marker with them, so they're pretty great. And then also this was part of this order I placed with Christmas money. How fun is this one? It's a tweed, and it's like this beautiful gray color, but then the tweed neps, are they called neps? I think neps or naps? I think neps. They are multicolored. Is that not so much fun? So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this. I don't know if I want to do socks with it or like something like scarf-like with it, just because it's wonderful and I love it. And I don't know if I want it just to be socks. It is sock weight, and it is 85% merino, 15% color. Oh, it is NEP. It says right here, NEP, NEP. Mystery solved. So, yeah, this is a don't know what I'm making with it yet thing, as well as the minis. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I want to do something with them like as a whole, but I don't know if I want to actually do like scrappy socks or like maybe the Land of Sweets cowl or something fun like that, where you can make the best use of your minis. And then another yarn I treated myself to with Christmas money was this beautiful yarn from Ferox Fibers. I'd never heard of them, but I think they're relatively new. Just found it on Etsy. I searched, I think, like pastel indie dyed yarn or maybe like unicorn indie dye. I can't remember what I searched, but it was, it's called Opaline, I think. So it is just, I got 2 of them because it is so beautiful. I mean, this may be like one of the most beautiful yarns I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And I love pastels, as if you watched this podcast before, you very well know that I love pastels. So, and these, I want to do like some kind of shawl, scarf, just put that in my mouth, type thing. Something that will really showcase this beautiful yarn. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, and it is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And it's beautiful. And I love it. And I think I'll just stare at it and pet it for a while before it gets made into anything. Okay, so that is all the yarn that I got recently. My indie dyed yarn. Let me see. Okay, would you like to see the fabrics I have gotten recently? One of my favorite Etsy fabric shops is actually going out of business, sadly. It's Janum Fabrics on Etsy, Janum, New York. But made a couple orders from her recently. So I got 3 of the new line. It's called Bluebirds on Roses by Elia Lutz for Penny Rose Fabrics. Oh yeah, it says right here, Bluebirds on Roses. Ah, I love it. So anyway, here's this one. Got enough of each of these to make a dress, so that with the bluebirds and the strawberries and the flowers. It's so Kath Kidston-y, isn't it? And then this one with the little kittens and the pretty flowers. And pastel, I got the pastel version, of course. They had like a brights version too, like a primary version. And then this one, the pretty rosy floral. This really looks Kath Kidston to me too. So pretty. I love them. So yeah, enough of each of these to make a dress. So that's upcoming dresses. So, and then one other fabric I got from Janum Fabrics is this. I had been wanting this one since I first saw it. It's Neverland by Jill Howarth, and it's a Riley Blake's design also, Riley Blake Designs, which Penny Rose Fabrics is Riley Blake Design. They're like the same, I think, or like owned by the same, I don't know how it works, but yeah, they make cute fabric. That's all I know. So anyway, this I love, and when I first saw it, I wanted it, and I kept putting off getting it, and then it was like sold out almost everywhere, because it's from 2017. So anyway, I ended up getting 2 yards of it, which is just what I need to make a dress. Yay! And it was even on sale because, sadly, that shop is closing. But anyway, this fabric reminds me so much of the Mary Blair concept art for the Disney Peter Pan back in the 50s. It's like, I love that movie, actually. It's one of my faves, that and Alice in Wonderland. And Mary Blair did the concept art for both of those movies, so there you go. Look it up. Mary Blair concept art. It's charming. So anyway, there's that. Excited about that. And then I also got this. This was not from Janum. This was from a different shop on Etsy. I can't remember. It wasn't one that I normally shop with, so I can't remember. I got this fun plaid though. It is called Afternoon Tea Plaid, and it is from Art Gallery Fabrics. But it's a little wrinkly because it needs ironed. But isn't it just fun colors, kind of minty and peachy? I was thinking for like a dress for Christmas time, but actually it's pretty lightweight, so it wouldn't be very good for cold weather, really. But it'd be good for spring and summer too, since it's pastels. So that's another fabric I got. Okay, I think that's all the stuff I have to show you guys. Except, oh, Jackie, who made that Peter Rabbit bag when we did the Beatrix Potter swap, she sent me like a Christmas present too. Just like for no reason, just because she's super sweet and nice and wonderful. And actually, I already packed it away. She painted a Christmas glass ornament with, I think it was Mrs. Rabbit on it. Peter Rabbit's mom. I'm drawing a blank now. Was it Peter? Or I already packed it away, so I can't pull it out to look at it. But anyway, she's such an amazing artist. And she also sent me this little Mrs. Rabbit. Josephine Rabbit. Hope you can see it. It is for, I never hold things still long enough. I hope you saw that. So it's a pincushion top. You insert a needle in the bottom and catch the pincushion top. There's like a hole in it that you can stick a needle through. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I'll read the instructions she sent. So you like make a pincushion and then put this on top is basically what it is. But oh my goodness, Jackie just does the most beautiful, detailed work. She sculpted this little cutie and painted it, and she's amazing. I wish I could paint like that and sculpt. I should try to paint. Oh, and she sent me like some little notebooks to try, you know, being like Beatrix and sketching and watercoloring. And thank you, Jackie. You're so sweet. I need to send you something in return. Actually, I still need to send Kristen something too in return for the stuff she sent me. I'm so disorganized, guys. It's crazy. I'm sending you stuff though. Don't worry. Sometime soon. Anyway. Okay, here's the last thing I have to show you. I think it's the last thing I have to show you. This book I got at Dollar Tree, of all places. So it was $1, because everything's $1 or less at Dollar Tree. Super cute crochet for little feet. I could not resist. Those little booties, sandal things. So cute. Of course, I have 2 new nephews, not a niece, so don't have any little poopsies to make those adorable things for, but I can make these cute brogues for my boys. Aren't those darling? There's so many cute patterns in this book. And it was only $1. Like, so amazing. Look at all this cuteness. Such cuteness. Yay, Dollar Tree for $1. So, I think that's all I have to show you guys. So, hopefully this wasn't boring, but if it was, I apologize. Anyway, so, just wanted to get a podcast made again before too much time got by, and I completely forgot how to do this, so. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, and you haven't already, if you want to subscribe, that would be great. And, yeah, hope to talk to you guys again sometime soon. So, thanks for watching. Have a great new year. Bye.